These are the 10 college degrees that are as useless as a book sitting on a shelf collecting dust. Now, no fluff, let's get into it. I don't know why I just snapped. Number one, and they're not in no chronological order or anything like that, but number one is gonna be fine arts. It is as fine as the salary goes, making less than 40K a year. And 2023 reports by the National Association of College Employers say the median starting salary for fine art graduates are below 40K a year. And that's not enough to pay for their student loans, because fine arts, if you go to these high-end prestige fine art colleges, you're paying a pretty penny to go there unless you have some type of scholarship you're on. The other thing is demand for artists in niche and competitive offering requires additional unpaid internships, freelance work to just try to break into this type of industry. And many of those who graduate with a fine arts degree, guess where they're working? Retail, hospitality, fields unrelated to what they're taking in fine arts. Number two is philosophy. Now, philosophy is a catastrophe because, yes, granted, it's all about the way you think and the critical thinking of the world.
Huh?
But what are you really doing with that type of degree? Again, same thing as fine arts. Where are most of them working at? Retail, hospitality. Hell, if they even have a job. No, I'm kidding. They probably have a job. ROI on this college degree is little to none. Now, with that being said, in 2022, Georgetown University study found that philosophy graduates have some of the lowest mid-career earnings compared to other majors that you are taking at college. Many philosophy majors pursue additional education to find viable careers. So again, you're putting yourself more in debt, taking on more classes to possibly, again, where circle back around just to work retail or hospitality where you don't need a degree to do. And it leads to more debt. Number three on this list for college degrees that are useless as a book sitting on a shelf collecting dust, like my soul, collecting dust. Number three is culinary arts. Now, you might be saying, well, what about Chef Ramsay and Chef Boyardee? Well, newsflash, they didn't learn by going really to college to learn how to cook, how to bake. Betty Crockett didn't go to college for baking. At least I don't think she did. Guess what? There's YouTube. There's Google McDougal. There's recipes online. Just do it instead of going to college. Because again, most restaurants, most bakeries, they don't care what degree you have. You could be top-notch 4.0 in your culinary class. They don't care unless you can make a dish that tastes freaking good. So why go to college, put yourself in debt, when you can learn how to bake, how to cook, all online? Again, you have to do it in order to learn. And tuition versus low pay. Culinary school tuition costs tens of thousands, yet entry-level chef salaries average around only $15 an hour. So again, tens of thousands of dollars you're gonna put yourself in debt just to learn how to cook and bake, yet once you get out of there, guess what you're gonna make? Only 15 bucks an hour. We're gonna keep going. Number four is music performance. You didn't see no Jay-Z, J. Cole, Tupac, none of them going to school, music school, to become the best rapper, the best singer. Beyonce, she didn't go to school. Come on, music performance. The industry offers limited full-time positions outside of teaching. So again, if you don't want to be a teacher with music performance, guess what? Good luck finding a job. Besides teaching and freelancing, there's like little to no job market for music performance. I don't know what I'm talking about here. At Berklee College, a music graduate survey revealed that over 50% of graduates struggle to earn consistent income solely through music. Is that worth it? My opinion, no, it is not. Go work at McDonald's. Anthropology is number five. Anthropology is a big name, but with little dreams, with little hope. With anthropology, most jobs require advanced degrees. Again, advanced degrees equal advanced debt. More debt.
mind who said you saw a future. What exactly did you see?
But even then, positions are limited to academia, museums, and research roles. I've always wanted to go out and dig for fossils and be that one cool person and be like, yeah, I found the newest pyramid, but no, that's not gonna happen. Because newsflash, job market for it, but it's like this small, really itty bitty tiny. And the income, you think you would get paid buco bucks to go travel to Egypt and South America and all these cool places to dig for fossils and study the earth? Well, guess what? You're making only average income. You're only making $50K a year. And again, there's little room for growth where you're at. Well, guess what? There's no ladder to climb. The only ladder you're climbing is down in dirt. I don't know. Is that too much? Probably. Anyways, continuing on to number 6. Number 6 on the list for worst college decisions of your life to go for is creative writing. And I'm also tying in English. We learn how to write in school. If you want to learn how to write, guess what? There's YouTube. If you want to learn how to speak English, or hell, a different language, go to that given country. And guess what? In a couple months, as soon as you put yourself in that country, you'll be speaking as fluent as... Never mind, I'm not going to go there. Anyways, writing is a skill that doesn't require a degree, and many successful authors are self-taught. Again, going back to musicians, you don't have to have a degree to teach yourself how to write. You don't have to have a degree to learn a given language, whether it's English, French, Spanish. Hell, there's given apps that'll do that for you for free. Again, why put yourself in debt to learn a skill that you should already know? Hell, I don't even speak that well of English, as you could tell. Creative writing grads often supplement their income with job markets of teaching or may not require a specialized degree. And if you end up going with creative writing, all power to you. Learn how to be creative, learn how to write, learn how to speak English or a different language. But in reality, the only really job field that you could possibly get yourself into with this type of degree is teaching. And newsflash, teaching would have been on this list because, as you can tell, if you don't have an education degree to be a teacher, guess what? You can have all these other nonchalant degrees to help you become a teacher as well. So that would have been probably number 12. Newsflash, we're going to number 7. Number 7 is that like button down below. If you haven't hit that like button, and you like this type of content, please smash it. Give it a little tickle. Give it a little tap. Do whatever you want to that like button till it turns blue. And also that subscribe button. It's just there for a reason. Just like I'm posting this video for, no apparent reason at all. But number 7, which I may or may not get a little bit of hate for these last 3 or 4, is religious studies. Now, religious studies, any type of degree that has studies at the end, why do you have to have a degree to study? Guess what? I did my own research on these. I did my own little studying. Did I need a degree for it? No. Any degree that says studies at the end, it's shambles. Waste of time, waste of energy, waste of your money going you in debt. So, religious studies, very limited career options. Most jobs for religious studies majors are in ministry or academia, meaning aka going back to being a teacher, which often requires further education. The other aspect of it is few industries actively seek religious study expertise. So what job market or who is going to be searching on Indeed, on LinkedIn, specifically for someone who goes and studies religion? Again, newsflash, you can learn all about what type of religion you want to learn about based on YouTube, based on Google McDougal searching up. What is this religion? Why are they practicing this? Again, that's what the internet's for. You don't need a degree to put yourself in debt just to learn what religion is. You get the theme I'm going with? Do you guys get the theme? Hopefully you do. Number 8, I'm running out of fingers here. Number 8 is going to be art history. Now, me personally, I love history. I do like art. But when you combine art and history together, not a good deal. Because guess what? Do you really need a degree to learn about the history of art? The history of Van Gogh, Monet, Monat. Monat, get it? Monat, not to go for this degree. Okay, that went whoop over your guys' head probably. Art history, unless you're aiming for academia or museum opportunities, job fields are scarce. Again, going back to all these other positions, the field of you trying to get into is like this, super, super tiny, and the amount of people going for it is like this. So how are you going to be that little person to stand out of all those people? Again, nothing wrong with you going for these degrees, but newsflash for ya here. According to pay scale, history majors earn some of the lowest starting salaries. The lowest starting salaries compared to any other field. History grads find themselves working in low-paying gallery jobs unrelated to their industry. Number 9. Again, might get a lot of hate for this one. Number 9 has studies in it. It is gender studies. Why do you have to go to college to learn about genders? Why do you have to put yourself in debt to figure out the studies of genders? Gender studies degrees don't translate directly into high-paying roles outside of, again, activism and education. If you want to maybe be a health teacher, maybe I don't know what gender studies degree will get you in what type of field. Like, come on. Companies rarely seek gender studies expertise in roles outside of diversity, equity, inclusions, and all that fun stuff, and graduates often pursue additional education. Again, what does that mean? More education equals more, fill out the blank, debt. Number 10 is to be or not to be. That is the question as to why are we taking a degree in theater. Again, do you really need to go and get a college degree to learn how to act? I don't know, you tell me, because again, as you can see, my acting skills is garbage. Acting, theater, highly competitive field. More theater graduates are acting roles, and most actors earn low and inconsistent income. Keyword, inconsistent. You may get a role in some theater play, but what's to say that you don't get the role in the next play, or the following one, or the next one after that? Again, after that, you're going to be working and flipping burgers at Mickey D's. Not stable career at all. Many graduates rely on side gigs to make ends meet. Do you want to be that person who goes and puts yourself in debt to learn how to act, learn how to flail your arms and jump up and down on a stage and make less than $25,000 a year? Then no joke. New York Times report. Again, these are statistics that I did not pull out of my butt. $25,000 less than that for this type of career, this type of degree. How are you going to pay that with all the amount of debt that these type of colleges that you go to that are known for theater? Hundreds of thousands of dollars, and you're only making $25K a year. Good luck paying that off. Now, again, this is just my opinion, but let me know down below in the comments, are you going for these college degrees? If so, I am sorry I just broke your hearts. Is passion worth the price?